After grueling 7-game opening rounds, two Central Division rivals meet in Detroit for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. This is a clash of identities. Cleveland's star-studded offensive backcourt against a Detroit team built on the physical, grit-based defense of head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. The Cavaliers entered this game with a sense of security. They believed surviving Toronto's pressure in the first round had prepared them for the defensive traps they were about to face. That confidence vanished in the first 12 minutes. Detroit completely overwhelmed Cleveland from the jump, racing out to a massive 37-21 lead. While Cleveland managed to scratch back and tie the game at 93 in the fourth quarter, they ultimately faltered, leaving Detroit with a 111-101 victory. You can't explain a double-digit loss like this through missed shots or officiating. This was a catastrophic team-wide failure in ball security. The math is simple and devastating. Cleveland's 19 turnovers were converted directly into 31 Detroit transition points. Looking at court spacing, the mechanical issues are clear. Clumping offensive players on one side made them incredibly easy to trap. It was a gap in raw effort. Coach Kenny Atkinson noted Detroit played with a 9.5 intensity, while Cleveland was stuck at a 7. No one struggled more with the pressure than James Harden, who was responsible for 7 of those 19 turnovers. The irony is that Cleveland brought Harden in specifically to solve this problem. He was supposed to be the veteran presence who could handle the exact type of pressure Detroit applied. But at 36 years old, Harden often looked a step slow. He lacked the physical burst required to split Detroit's aggressive double teams and escape the trap. His only effective counter was drawing fouls, finishing a perfect 9 for 9 from the free throw line. But it wasn't enough to settle the offense. When your primary facilitator cannot physically navigate a trap, it creates a ripple effect, killing ball movement and destroying the entire team's offensive spacing. Cleveland's defensive structure also fractured early. Starting center Jarrett Allen picked up 3 fouls in the first 6 minutes of the game. With Allen forced to the bench for the remainder of the half, the Cavaliers lost their primary interior rim protector. Detroit capitalized by crashing the glass, turning those missed shots into 19 second-chance points against a depleted Cleveland frontline. The scoring drought extended to Donovan Mitchell as well. Right as Cleveland tied the game at 93, Mitchell went cold, scoring only 7 points in the entire second half. Detroit slammed the door with a 7-0 run led by Jalen Duren. After blocking a James Harden attempt, Duren finished the next 3 possessions with dunks to seal the win. Coach Bickerstaff attributes this execution to the experience of the previous round. After surviving 3 elimination games against Orlando, the Pistons maintained a level of aggression in the closing minutes that Cleveland simply couldn't match. This wasn't just a Game 1 win. It broke a 12-game postseason losing streak for Detroit against Cleveland that dated back to 2007. The lesson of Game 1 is clear. Relentless physical effort and defensive urgency can completely neutralize a roster with higher individual skill. While Detroit will likely have nights where their shots don't fall, their defensive intensity is a constant that Cleveland has to account for. For Game 2, the Cavaliers have to adjust. Mitchell must attack the rim with more force, and the team has to dramatically improve their passing lanes. If the Cavaliers don't find a way to respect the basketball and solve these physical traps, Detroit's grit will grind their championship aspirations into dust.